5 forgotten American cars from the 1970s. That time forgot. Do you remember the cars that once ruled the American streets but seem to have disappeared from the spotlight? Today, we're talking about vehicles that once turned heads, raced at the lights, and filled the garages of everyday Americans, but are now nearly forgotten. These cars had their moment of glory, but somehow they faded into the background of automotive history. From bold designs to surprising performance, these machines once promised to change the way we drove. Some were pioneers of the style, while others hid raw power beneath their hoods. Yet, as the years passed, they became shadows in the automotive world, outpaced by newer models or lost due to shifting trends. But what made them so special, and why did they vanish from the spotlight? Could it be reliability issues, the oil crisis, or something else entirely? Today, we'll shine a light on one of these lost legends. You won't believe the story behind this car, and it's likely one you haven't thought about in years, or maybe never even heard of. Hold on tight, because we're going back to a time when this vehicle was a force on the road, even if it's been forgotten by many today. Stay tuned. AMC Matador Coupe, 1974 to 1978. The AMC Matador Coupe is one of the forgotten gems from the 1970s. Produced by American Motors Corporation, AMC, the Matador Coupe was a bold attempt to capture the growing personal luxury car market. Initially introduced as part of the AMC Matador lineup, the coupe was a drastic departure from its sedan and wagon siblings, featuring a sleek, almost futuristic design. Its sharp, fastback styling was the work of legendary designer Richard Teague, and the car was often praised for its unique and daring looks, standing out among the more conservative American cars of the era. Under the hood, the Matador Coupe offered a range of engines, from a modest 3.8-liter inline-six to a powerful 6.6-liter V8, giving buyers a broad choice between fuel efficiency and muscle. However, the car struggled to carve a niche in a market dominated by better-known brands like Ford and Chevrolet. Despite its performance options, the Matador Coupe was overshadowed by more popular rivals like the Ford Thunderbird and Chevrolet Monte Carlo. One of the Matador Coupe's claims to fame was its use in NASCAR, where it achieved several wins, including a notable victory at the 1975 Winston 500. The car's performance credentials were solid, but it never quite caught on with mainstream consumers. The gas crisis of the 1970s also played a role in reducing demand for large, gas-guzzling vehicles like the Matador Coupe. Despite its unique design and notable motorsport history, the AMC Matador Coupe failed to achieve lasting success. By the late 1970s, it faded into obscurity as AMC struggled with financial difficulties. Today, the Matador Coupe is a rare sight, largely forgotten by time, but it remains an interesting chapter in American automotive history for those who appreciate its bold styling and underappreciated performance. Pontiac Ventura, 1971 to 1977. The Pontiac Ventura, introduced in 1971, is a lesser-known nameplate that is often overshadowed by its more iconic siblings, like the Pontiac GTO and Firebird. Originally launched as a compact car, the Ventura was Pontiac's version of GM's X-Body platform, shared with the Chevrolet Nova. While the Nova received most of the attention, the Ventura offered a unique blend of Pontiac style and performance in a smaller package. Initially, the Ventura was marketed as an affordable, entry-level car, designed to appeal to younger buyers or those looking for a more economical alternative to Pontiac's larger, more powerful models. It was available in both two-door coupe and four-door sedan configurations. The styling was conservative but had some Pontiac flair, with the signature split grille and available sportier trim packages. Despite its unassuming looks, the Ventura had performance potential, especially with the optional V8 engines. Pontiac offered several engine choices, ranging from a base 250 cubic inch inline six to a 350 cubic inch V8. And in later years, even a 400 cubic inch V8 was available. This made the Ventura an attractive option for budget-conscious buyers who still wanted a bit of muscle under the hood. In 1974, Pontiac introduced the Ventura Sprint, a sportier variant with bucket seats, rally wheels, and a stiffer suspension, attempting to attract performance-minded drivers. However, with competition from its own Firebird and the rise of emissions regulations, Ventura struggled to find a distinct identity in the Pontiac lineup. By 1977, the Ventura name was retired, replaced by the more modern Pontiac Phoenix as part of GM's restructuring. The Ventura never achieved the same lasting fame as other Pontiac models, but it remains a hidden gem for collectors who appreciate its performance capabilities and the potential it offered during the muscle car era. Today, it's often overlooked, but represents a unique chapter in Pontiac's storied history. Mercury Montego, 1972 to 1976. The Mercury Montego, produced from 1972 to 1976, is a forgotten relic of the 1970s American car landscape. Positioned as a mid-size offering from Ford's upscale Mercury division, the Montego was aimed at buyers seeking more comfort and luxury than its Ford Torino sibling, but at a more affordable price point than the premium Lincoln models. The 1972 redesign of the Montego featured a bold, squared-off design with sharp edges and a pronounced grille, embodying the styling trends of the era. Available in various body styles, including a two-door coupe, four-door sedan, and station wagon, the Montego catered to a wide range of buyers. It was also available in a GT trim, which came with sportier features like a hood scoop and performance suspension, appealing to those looking for both comfort and muscle. Under the hood, the Montego offered several engine options, ranging from a base 250 cubic inch inline six to larger V8s, including the 302, 351, and 400 cubic inch engines. These options provided decent power for the time, but by the mid-1970s, tightening emissions regulations and the fuel crisis dampened the performance of most American cars, including the Montego. One of the Montego's standout features was its role as the basis for the Mercury Cyclone, a high-performance muscle car variant that was short-lived but left a mark among muscle car enthusiasts. The Cyclone's performance reputation briefly boosted the Montego's appeal, though it was never a mainstream success. By the end of its run in 1976, the Montego was replaced by the Mercury Cougar in the lineup, which transitioned from a pony car to a mid-sized luxury vehicle. The Montego's conservative styling and mid-tier positioning meant it faded into obscurity, overshadowed by more popular Mercury models. Today, it's a rare find, appreciated by collectors for its classic 1970s design and the understated performance it offered in its higher trims. Chevrolet Monza, 1975 to 1980. The Chevrolet Monza, produced from 1975 to 1980, is a prime example of a forgotten American car from the 1970s. Initially conceived as a response to the energy crisis and changing automotive trends, the Monza was part of General Motors' effort to produce smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles. Built on GM's H-body platform, the Monza shared its underpinnings with the Chevy Vega, but it sought to offer a sportier, more upscale alternative to the budget-friendly Vega. The Monza's sleek design was inspired by European styling, with a low-slung body, smooth curves, and pop-up headlights on certain models. Its aerodynamic shape, a rarity for the time, helped set it apart from other compact cars. Available in a variety of body styles, including a hatchback coupe, 2+2 fastback, and a notchback coupe, the Monza aimed to cater to a wide range of buyers, from economy-focused drivers to those seeking sportier performance. One of the most notable aspects of the Monza was its engine lineup. While it started with modest four-cylinder engines, like the 2.3-liter inline-4, GM also offered more powerful options, including a 5.0-liter V8, which made the Monza stand out as a compact car with muscle car aspirations. This made it a rare breed, appealing to performance enthusiasts during a time when most cars were being downscaled due to rising fuel costs and stricter emission standards. However, the Monza faced several challenges. It suffered from quality issues, particularly related to its early four-cylinder engines, which tarnished its reputation. Additionally, it was launched during an era when American automakers were struggling to compete with the reliability and efficiency of imports, particularly from Japanese brands like Toyota and Datsun. Despite being a sales success in its early years, the Monza's popularity waned by the end of the 1970s. It was discontinued in 1980, overshadowed by the growing trend toward front-wheel drive compacts. Today, the Chevrolet Monza is largely forgotten, but remains a quirky piece of American automotive history, especially for its bold attempt to blend compact efficiency with muscle car performance. Dodge Aspen, 1976 to 1980. The Dodge Aspen, produced from 1976 to 1980, is a forgotten American compact car that was originally introduced as a replacement for the aging Dodge Dart. It was part of Chrysler's F-body platform and shared its design with the Plymouth Volare. The Aspen was marketed as a versatile family car that could also offer a touch of sportiness and luxury depending on the trim level. While it initially gained attention and even won the 1976 Motor Trend Car of the Year award, its legacy has been overshadowed by several issues that plagued its production years. One of the key attractions of the Dodge Aspen was its variety of body styles. It was available as a two-door coupe, four-door sedan, and station wagon, making it appealing to a broad demographic, from young buyers to families. The styling was relatively modern for the time, with cleaner lines and more angular shapes compared to its predecessors. The Aspen's design aimed to blend practicality with style, featuring chrome accents, a wide front grille, and a spacious interior. Under the hood, the Aspen was offered with a range of engines. Base models came with a 3.7-liter slant-6 engine, which provided adequate performance for daily driving, while more powerful V8 options, including a 5.2-liter and 5.9-liter, were available for buyers who wanted more muscle. The V8 engines offered decent performance, making the Aspen competitive with other compact cars of the time, particularly when equipped with the sporty RT package, which included performance suspension, stripes, and a hood scoop. Despite these strong points, the Dodge Aspen quickly developed a negative reputation due to serious quality control issues. Early models were plagued by rust problems, poor fit and finish, and reliability concerns, particularly with the vehicle's emissions system, which was prone to failure. These problems led to numerous recalls, damaging the car's reputation and sales. The Aspen was also introduced during the fuel crisis of the late 1970s, which hurt sales of larger, less fuel-efficient models like the V8-equipped versions. By 1980, the Aspen was discontinued and replaced by the Dodge Aries, which was part of Chrysler's more modern front-wheel drive K-car platform. While the Aspen had potential, its numerous flaws left it largely forgotten in the annals of American automotive history, overshadowed by more successful models from the era. Today, it is a rare sight, appreciated mainly by collectors interested in 1970s American cars. And there it is, a car that once promised greatness, but faded into the background of history. Its time on the road may have come and gone, but its story still lingers. Could it make a return? Or is it destined to remain a rare relic, only appreciated by those in the know? This isn't the only forgotten car out there, and we're just getting started. Who knows what other hidden treasures we'll uncover next? There are more forgotten legends waiting to be rediscovered. So, what's the next car that might surprise you? Stick around, because the next story might be even more unexpected. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.